Hey, how's it going, everyone? Bass here. So all offseason, Matt LaFleur basically had stated that Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon would be 1A and 1A, basically meaning both of these running backs are capable of being starters, and he's basically going to be using both of these guys as starters, and that definitely has been the case through 2 weeks of the NFL season so far. Although the Packers lost in week 1 and it wasn't a great offensive performance, A.J. Dillon still led the way with 91 yards from scrimmage in that game. And then, of course, last week, that promising win over the Chicago Bears by 17 points where Aaron Jones was amazing. A whopping 170 yards from scrimmage last week. Aaron Jones had a wonderful game. Both of these running backs have been utilized very well, although it is just 2 weeks into the season, and it's very interesting to see how they're doing that. So in today's video, I kind of wanted to break down the usage of both Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, how they've been utilizing both of these running backs, and often in the same play. So first, let's go over the stats on both Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, and I'm going to start with Aaron Jones. Week 1, he had 61% of offensive snaps. It was only 8 touches, but 76 yards on those 8 touches, which was 9.5 yards per touch. And Matt LaFleur, and I think every Packers fan, was pretty much saying, hey, Aaron Jones needs to touch the ball more, myself included. I thought going into week 2, this dude is going to need to touch the ball a lot. I thought the week 2 game against the Bears was going to be an Aaron Jones game, and it was a great prediction because it definitely was an Aaron Jones game. Like I said, Matt LaFleur was pretty much saying, hey, we need to get him more than 8 touches. That's just not okay, and that's exactly what happened. Week 2, he actually had a less percentage total of snaps with 59%, but had 3 more total snaps than week 1. Basically meaning the Packers were on offense more in week 2 than they were week 1, although he did get a less percentage of total snaps. But in last week's game, 18 touches for 170 yards, still keeping that average right around 9.5, 9.44 yards per touch to be exact, including a whopping 8.8 yards per carry last week. Aaron Jones is averaging 9.1 yards per carry, and that's actually second for all running backs under DeAndre Swift, who's averaging 10. And of course, it is just 2 weeks into the season, and that's going to drop as weeks go on, and he doesn't average 9 yards per carry. But it's still super impressive, and Aaron Jones has been super explosive in both weeks. Aaron Jones is tied for first with average yards after contact with 5.35 yards. He's first in PFF in running grade with an 89.8. He's third in breakaway yards with 98. Aaron Jones has been awesome so far. Now, as for A.J. Dillon, he doesn't have these whopping numbers like 9 yards per touch or 8.8 yards per carry, but week 1, he still saw 51% of the snaps, and he had 15 touches for 91 yards. In week 2, he saw more of a share of the snaps, 57% of snaps, 19 touches for 67 yards. Although not the crazy average Aaron Jones is having, a lot of those touches were short yardage situations, a 2nd and 2, a 3rd and 3, where A.J. Dillon was getting those tough yards, slamming into the defense for a tough 3 yards and a first down. So like I said, he hasn't been as explosive as Aaron Jones so far this season, but he's definitely been a wonderful compliment. But my main point of this video was to talk about how A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones are being used at the same time, and that's where the pony package comes in, or the 2 running back sets. The pony package is basically where the Packers are in shotgun, and Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon are to Aaron Rodgers' left and to the right. Now, a lot of these packages, they've been using Aaron Jones in motion, whether he goes in motion to the slot or he does a motion to the left, then orbits back to the right. But in general, both of these running backs have been on the field at the same time a lot more this year than last year. During the whole season last year, the Packers only ran the pony package 28 times. Through 2 games in this season, the Packers are almost at that number. They are very, very close. So it's wild to see through 2 games, they've already almost tied the usage from 18 games from last year for this pony package. And I do have a couple plays, a couple examples from last week to showcase why it's working so well. So if we bring up the screen and run through this first play, this first one, I'm going to let it run all the way through. Is a nice little counter handoff to Aaron Jones here with Elton Jenkins swinging outside and Aaron Jones basically being Aaron Jones and making guys miss. So if we look at this from the start, we see Aaron Jones to Aaron Rodgers' left and A.J. Dillon to his right. And this is a great combo run here where, in theory, Aaron Rodgers can hand it off to the inside to A.J. Dillon or counter it back to Aaron Jones. Obviously, this play was set up as the counter. We have Elton Jenkins swinging out. We have Mercedes Lewis blocking down. And then we have A.J. Dillon swinging out to the flat on this side to pull this linebacker outside. So it's pretty much, man for man there. We have Josh Myers going up to hit Roquan Smith. Elton Jenkins to swing out and I believe hit number 6 here. And then at this point, it's all Aaron Jones. So we've Myers come up. get a little block on Roquan Smith. Elton Jenkins swings out a little bit too wide, and I think this is Eric Gordon, the rookie. Basically cuts inside, gets a good angle on Aaron Jones. Elton Jenkins takes that too wide, but Aaron Jones does a great job of cutting this back up field. And if that is Eric Gordon, he had an awful night week 2. Aaron Rodgers picked on him a lot. I think he allowed 10 completions, and he wasn't great in the run defense game as well. But as we see here, Aaron Jones pretty much just being Aaron Jones, breaking 2 tackles and gaining yards there. But the beauty of this play is the versatility and the variety. They're going to come back to this, and this whole defense is going to shift left based on this play, based on the film they watched all week, and it's going to be a quick handoff to A.J. Dillon, and that's going to be an easy gain, whether it be 2nd and 2, 3rd and 1, whatever it may be. They could also do a play action here, and Aaron Rodgers is basically on a bootleg, and he has A.J. Dillon on the flat here, and this linebacker has to choose Aaron Rodgers or A.J. Dillon. So this is going to set up a lot of things in the future. I really love the usage here. Most of the time, they had one of Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon in motion out of this package. This was just direct out of this package, which I really liked to see. And this counter setup, just awesome. Awesome with the swinging tackle, Josh Myers getting upfield, Sammy Watkins on the outside with a little block there, and Aaron Jones creating space. So for the last one I want to show you, I'll let it play once through, is that receiving touchdown for Aaron Jones. And I love this so much. So as we see, it did start with Aaron Jones to Aaron Rodgers' left. He motioned out to the slot, and then basically pre-snap was a motion for a jet touch pass. So this was considered a passing touchdown. Very easy passing touchdown for Aaron Rodgers. He didn't have to really do anything. Where I love this is A.J. Dillon. And they've used him like this in the past as a lead blocker, and I believe they need to do this more because A.J. Dillon, we all know, is built to be, he can be a lead blocker. This dude could be a fullback, and he can definitely block. As you see here, this is Roquan Smith. Now, although he hasn't had a great start to this NFL season, he's a good linebacker. And A.J. Dillon makes slight work of Roquan Smith here. A.J. Dillon is a great lead blocker for being a running back, and this is an easy walk-in touchdown for Aaron Jones. There's pretty much not much effort here. Great job here by Sammy Watkins holding his cornerback. Sammy Watkins did a wonderful job run blocking on last Sunday night, and that's part of the reason why I think the Packers signed him. He's one of the highest run blocking receivers in past years, and he did a great job Sunday night as well. But this is just an awesome wrinkle to where they don't, in future packages, Aaron Rodgers could fake that jet and come back to the other opposite side. There's so many different ways they could do this, but I loved seeing it here as that jet touch pass. It pretty much freezes these linebackers at first. Roquan Smith trying to get outside, but at that point, Sammy Watkins blocks down. A.J. Dillon's right in Roquan's face, and number 9 can't get there quick enough, and Aaron Jones, easy walk-in touchdown. I love the usage of this package, the different ways, and so many different combinations of plays they can run through it. I'm really enjoying the usage of both running backs so far in this season. Although it is through just 2 weeks, it's clear and evident that the Packers want to use both of these running backs a lot, and a lot of time when they're on the field at the same time. It'll keep both guys super fresh and be a headache for defensive coordinators to game plan throughout the week. And I'm definitely excited to see more of this pony package throughout the season going forward. Not to mention, outside of the pony package, the Packers also use 2 running backs on the field at once a lot of the time, where Aaron Jones is split out wide for a potential quick screen, or he's in the slot, or he's simply just motioning. The Packers use A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones on the field at the same time a lot, and that's exactly what I wanted them to do this year, so I'm really glad that we're finally seeing it. But that about does it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like down below. It supports my channel a ton. And also, if you are new here and you did enjoy this type of video, I post Packers content every single day, news analysis, updates, all of that sort. If that does interest you, please go down, click that subscribe button, as well as turn on post notifications to not miss any of the videos. But that about does it for this one. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. As always, go Pack Go.